A time to reflect on life. There comes a time in our life when we have to reflect on our own life, our life experience. We have to reflect on, what we have been through. We have to look back on the bad experience and learn to, as we reflect on life, we look back on the choices we make in life. We look back on the bad experience and the bad choices we make and learn from it. And we also, reflect on the good decisions that we make in life and the good and, and the progress we make in life. And we tap our shoulders and we should be proud of ourselves, for God to help us to make some good choices and some good decision in our life through His grace. Not that we should be proud and exalt ourselves, but we have to sometimes we have to, look back on our bad experience where we have been and what we have gone through and learn from those mistakes as we reflect on our life experiences, as we reflect on this life journey, as we reflect on where we want to be in the future. We reflect on, you know, where we want to go forward, and we carry those experience in terms of not to the experience that we've been through. We carry them in terms of help learning from them so that our future, will do better for the future. We will not make those same mistakes. So we cannot just throw away our experiences. Some experience help us to grow. It help us to give us experience as we go through each step of life, each stage of life. We learn. We move from one stage to another. We learn from one, we leave from one stage to another. We learn from our, so bad experience and good experience is good. Bad experience and good experience is good. We learn from those mistakes. Everybody have bad experience. That is a part of life in growing up. Bad experience and good experience. They teach us, to do better in life. It helps us um, to make those not to make those bad decisions in the future. Though some people never learn from their mistakes. Some people never learn from their mistakes. So you have people who are, trying to reflect on their life. Some people reflect on their life by exercising to keep themselves healthy, to have a healthier lifestyle. So people reflect on their life in different circumstances. People want to be healthy, so they make the time to go maybe after work and exercise. Some people just sit down and reflect on their life. What do I want to do? What is my goal? What is my ambition? Where do I see myself in the next 2 to 5 years? And you have to sit down and think about this, and you have to make a plan. You have to strategize, and you have to make this plan, and you have to find out, get the resources to put those plans in action. So if it's simple exercise, suppose you believe that you think you have on too much weight and you want to exercise and you want to take off the weight. Sometimes you want to take off the weight, but the food is tempting. And then when you think of leaving work, you might be tired. You might be tired and you leave and you say, well, I leave this work, I just want to go home and to bed and go and sleep. But if you know that you want to exercise and take off some weight, for example, if that is what your ambition is, you have to think about it, put the plan in action. You leave work like these people. You see these people what they're doing. They leave work even though they're tired. They have a hard day at work. They leave work and they put on their jogging outfit and they come over the park to exercise because they are determined to lose the weight. They are determined to fit. They are determined to be fit and have a healthy lifestyle. So whatever you do in life, whatever when you are reflecting on your life and your goals and your decisions, you have to be intentional. You're going to be tempted and you're not going to feel motivated sometime and you want to give up. But if you have a goal in mind and the goal is to take off weight, thank you for that. Thank you. And if your goal is to take off weight, if your goal is to go back to school, if your goal is to buy a house, if your goal is to buy a car, if your goal is to have if your goal is to find a job, if your goal is to get married, if your goal is to have children, whatever your goal is, your first step, you have to reflect on what you want in life and you have to think about ways to strategize, ways to go about it. And when you find ways to go about it, whether you know what you need to do, if it is finance, if you need resources, whatever you need to put the plan in action, just don't think about it. Thank you, Julia Bacchus. Um, that is dash E602. Thank you. I always thought that I don't like my voice. Somehow I don't know. I don't think, one thing I don't like about me, I could say I don't like about me, I don't really like my voice. I wish I had a more, maybe a more refined voice. But some people tell me that they like my voice, but that's one thing I wish I had, you know, a better voice. But thank you anyway. Thank you for, thank you. You're the first person that told me that you like my voice. So as I was saying, as you see the title of this video, as you see this live, for example, what am I talking about? There's a time that you and everyone have to reflect on their life. If you find that if you're not going in the pathway, if you don't like where you are in life, you don't like, where you are, your achievements. If you think that you have ambition to be, to be more prosperous, you need to, if you feel that you need to improve on your life, improve your living standard, whatever it is, if you believe that you need to do those things, then you have to reflect. Like me, I come in the park and I find a quiet place. And I find a quiet place. And when I find this quiet place, I reflect. I go back to stuff like nature. I reflect on my life when I'm in nature, when I'm around. Because as you look around, you see people jogging. You look around. My phone is my internet unstable. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. That sometimes when I want to reflect on my life, you know, when I want to reflect on my life, sometimes I go back somewhere, look at nature, somewhere that is, full of trees, flowers, somewhere that is quiet, that I can reflect and think about where I don't, sometimes when I'm reflecting on my life, I don't want to be where too much noise, too much people. I just want to be alone, spend that alone time to think about my future, think about my ambitions that I have, what I want, goals that I need to achieve, where I need to go in life, and think about how to do it. So, because that is a part of reflection, this is a part of growth. If you don't have, if you don't, if you're not thinking about your life, if you're not thinking about where you are now, are you satisfied with where you are in life? Are you satisfied with the achievements and the goals that you have accomplished? Do you achieve, you just satisfy and just satisfy with just the bare minimum? Or you want to, you want to be more prosperous? Then if you're that type of person, then you have to set clear goals. You have to think about it. So as I look about my life, there are things as you get older, as you're getting older, it's like like me, I'm getting older. I'm not young to say I'm in my 20s where I have all the time in the world, or I'm in my 30s. So now I'm not in those age, So I have to be even more urgent in thinking about what I want and put it into action, because the older you get, the less time you have in this world. Because remember, the Bible said you are given 70, and if by the grace of God you can live over that. So the older you get, you don't have time to waste. If you want to go back to school, it is the time for you to do it now. I see people going back to school at 60 years old. If you want, whatever you need to do, work on it. Work on it. Enough young people, when they are young, in their teens, in their 20s, in their 30s, they say, oh, I have all the time in the world. And they waste time. They waste time, and then when they waste time now, maybe that time will never come again. That time will never come again. Sometimes some chances come, some things come our way, and we mess it up, and we didn't take chances. Sometimes we are scared of taking chances. Sometimes we don't like change. Sometimes we are fearful. We don't go out in faith and trust God, and because of that we lose a lot of opportunities because of fear. I remember when I was in my 20s, I was about 24. I met this man. He was a US citizen. So let me see if I can find somewhere to go, because I was waiting for this chair. Yeah, yeah, some people. Yes. So this is a better. Maybe you can see me better here. I'm trying to set up. Yeah, the thing was giving me problem. So as I was saying, guys, sometimes, what is it saying? Have a favorite mug. Yes, I do have a favorite mug. That is my favorite teacup. So as I was saying, guys, I was at somewhere, Sometimes I'm doing this YouTube video and you have people around me, them just come to listen, listen to what you're saying. But I was saying that there are times in our life that we have to sit down, we have to sit, we're gonna find somewhere, we're gonna find somewhere. Like me, I like to be in nature. I like to be around nature. When I'm reflecting on my life and I'm reflecting what I need to do, and I want to, you know, think about the future, I go somewhere where I can be alone and reflect on what I want to do in life. Because, guys, as we live, and we have our being, we keep growing. Growth is constant. Nothing wrong in growing. Nothing wrong is moving from one step to another. Nothing wrong in moving to advance further. Nothing is wrong in doing that, guys. Nothing is wrong. And once there's life, when we have life, we can move forward. We can achieve more in this life. And this is why I said, as I was telling you a story, sometimes we make some mistake in life. Sometimes we get some opportunities in life. And because we put fear and we don't trust God, we lose those opportunities and we don't get those opportunities back in life again. I remember when I was 24 years old, and I never forgot I was 24 years old. I was young, looking nice. I was living with my parents at the time, 24 years old. I was working, not the ideal job that I need, but I was working at 24. And I remember I met this man. It was much older than me still, but we met by Devon House. I was up by Devon House and I was studying because I was doing an accounting course. And I was studying and I met him by Devon House. And, somehow I thought he sounds like a Nigerian. But then further by talking, I realized that is from Trinidad, Tobago. He was from Tobago, Trinidad, but he left Tobago and he went and lived in the U.S. and he's a U.S. citizen. And I remember after that first day, it was a Tuesday, and I met him when he was going to leave Jamaica the next day. So I met him the day before he was going to leave Jamaica, and we take numbers and we correspond while he was abroad. And after 3 months, he came out again and we talk, and he keep coming after 3 months. And I remember one thing I'm glad for that relationship was that even though I had family that was going to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, I was not going to the Adventist Church. So when he invited me to the Adventist Church one time when he came here to Andrews Seventh-day Adventist Church, I went there, and after going to Andrews, I felt, I felt that purpose. Of being just in the fellowship of the Adventists, in that group, and I said I love it. So I got baptized in the Adventist church and we got engaged and to be married. But before we get engaged, he said to me, do you want me to file for you to come and live in the United States? Because at the time he was trying to get into the law school out here, because he did a bachelor of law in the United States because he wants to be a lawyer. So he said he did a bachelor of law. He had a bachelor of law in the United States, but every time he went to do the bar exam, he was saying that he failed the exam because of prejudice. As a black man at that time in the United States, they fail you. So every time you do the bar exam to get maybe the certificate or whatever to finish the law, to get his law license, he failed the exam. So he was here, coming out here at the Norman Manley Law School, checking it out, so if he could get that law degree at the Norman Manley Law School. So he was on that purpose. But he said to me, for me to file for you to come to the state instead of, because two things, and study. He can come here and study for the law and get his law degree, or if we get married, we could stay in the state. You could file for me in the state. So I take it upon myself and I said, let me ask my parents, let me ask my mother especially, because she's older and she's wiser. And let me tell you something, it's not everybody old and wiser, yo. And what I get to learn is that everybody older are is wiser and more mature in certain things. If it is your mother or your father, sometimes they're not older and wiser. Not everybody you think that, because they're older, they can give you better advice. You understand? So I took it on myself and I asked my mother what she think. And she said no. This is where I should fear comes in. You don't know this man, you don't know him, you don't know if when you go to the States, what he going to do to you, this and that. And that was the fear at 24. That was the fear that come into my mind. And I said to myself, as a 24-year-old, I don't know this man. I don't know if he's a prison board. I don't know if he was in jail. I don't know whatever, at the time. And then after that, no, when we get to know each other, and by him coming here, and I get to know him, I realize that his story is a Christian.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Very sorry to disturb, Miss. My name is Kemar.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get us to provide some food
I
for your
don't have
protection.
any change.
Alright, enjoy your day.
Uh, so I I know listen to my mother because I said she's wiser, and I let fear. And then by that time he had already come to Jamaica to live. He had to do his law degree out here. By the time I get to know he's not that type of person and who he is, it was too late. And we got married out here. And when we got married, he was going to the last school. He was about to finish when, things didn't work out. Things did not work out. And I said to myself, him coming into my life, why was he in my life? Because even if I had gone to the United States with him and migrate, even if it did not work out in America, at least I would have gotten my stay. Because I've seen where, I have families there, and I have, friends there, my classmates there. And I said, wonder if this was the opportunity. If I wonder if this was the opportunity, he was the opportunity for me to go to the States, and I refuse it. And now the marriage fell apart. It didn't even work out here. So I was fearing about going there because I don't know this man. I don't know who he is. And so I think it was better for me to stay with him here because it would be safer here. It was not safer here with me. It was not safer neither because when he came to Jamaica and we got married, he was cheating. He was cheating. So it better I had taken that risk of going there. Even if the marriage fell apart because of his cheating, I would have gotten I would have been a United States citizen by now. So what I'm giving you this experience is to say, sometimes we make some mistake in life because of fear, and we don't learn to take chances, and we make some mistake in life, and those opportunities never come back again. Those opportunities never come back. So one thing I can say, whenever you have any big decision to make, anytime there's an opportunity that comes to you, don't just take it upon yourself and make your own decision. Even if you consult people, consult God first, because God knows what is ahead. God knows best. You can consult your parents, you can consult families and friends, but they don't see the future. Suppose it is God's will. Suppose it is God's will for me to have taken up that opportunity. I don't know. So sometimes we look to human, but human cannot see the future, but God can. So sometimes when we have big decisions to make in our life and something great, we say, Lord, I take this to you because you see the future. You know this person, you know what is ahead of it. Is it my purpose? Is it your will for me to be with this man? Is it my will, your will for me to migrate and go to the wherever, whether to the United States, to Canada, whether to the Europe, whether to the UK? Is it your will? Because he know the future, and he said, let your will be done. Father, if it is your will for me to go guide and direct, show me a sign, because God knows. So sometimes we make fear is of the devil. Fear is a negative energy, And when we go out in faith, faith is a positive energy, and the faith is of God. So because of fear, we lose a lot of opportunities in life. We could have been more progressive in life. We could have gone ahead further. But because of fear, we lose those opportunities, and those opportunities do not come back again. They're gone forever. So whatever you're doing in life, whatever decision that you need to make, consult the man with the plan. Consult the man who knows and see the future, and consult him. And he said, if you ask anything good and you want anything, he's gonna show you, because you take the time out to respect him in that way, to ask him to lead the way. You take that time out to consult God and ask him, is this your will for my life? And when you do that, God is gonna, when you involve God in your situation, in your plans and your decision, and you ask him for help, he said, no good thing will he withhold from them that trust him. You involve him in his plan. Let God, pray and ask God, is this the will for my life? And don't let fear, before you let fear cripple you, ask him, is this what he wants? And sometimes we lose that. If you have ever seen, when I see some older persons, like, homeless on the road, and I said to myself, what have they done in their young age? Why are they on the roadside? Nobody, they have nobody. Maybe they didn't have any children, they have no families to help them. Remember, maybe they get a lot of opportunities in life, but they waste it, or they take it for granted, and did not know that time would fly upon them so quickly, and time waits for no man. And that is why now and again we have to sit down and reflect on our life. Reflect. Don't wait until you can move. Don't wait until you get too old, where you can, where you don't have the health. You don't have the health to make the decision. When you are healthy and strong, reflect. Where do I want? Am I satisfied with where am I in life? Am I satisfied? And if you are not satisfied, you talk to the Lord and say, Lord, this is what I want to do. Help me. Let your will be done. I put in this plan before you. This is what I want to do, but I'm asking you, is this the right decision? And you involve God in your plan, involve him, help him to give you the resources of his resources that you want, to find a way, any obstacles that you're going to encounter in making progress in that plan, because you're going to come up with obstacles. Everything that you do in life to prosper is not going to come easy. Anything that you do in life, when you want to achieve anything or do anything, it's not going to come easy. You're going to get a fight. There are going to be stumbling block, there are going to be a roadblock, but you have to keep the faith, and you have to keep on trying. Don't give up when it get hard, and you have to ask God to help you. You have to ask God to help you and to give you the strength. So when I look, guys, you know what? I have a function to go. At 7 p.m. I have a function. I don't really, and it's at 7. And I'm just here just to do this little video while I go, because somebody invited me to come to a meeting. They're promoting some products and they want members. But I don't think I'm gonna join. I'm not gonna join that thing, because I'm working on my YouTube, on my YouTube channel now, and that's where I'm focusing. I'm not focusing on no other business right now. I'm focusing on doing this, the work of the Lord. I'm focusing on, this is my focus right now. So I can be focusing on that. So somebody invited me to come to the to a phone. I don't know if you know this PC company that, when you become a member. I don't know if I can tape anything, record anything when I go to the meeting, and they're asking people. I used to go to that meeting in before Hurricane before COVID. I used to go to that meeting, and people, a lot of Jamaicans were prosperous in it. They were making money, they were living life. The owners are abroad. When you see the mansions that they live in, it's a, I don't know if you know those chain. When you carry somebody in there, you make money, and then that person carries somebody, they make money, and the more persons you have, the more you get. You move from maybe a bronze to a silver to a gold to a platinum, and then something there. That was that type of business. Then COVID come, and everything shut down. The business shut down. But now that COVID is up, is gone now. They are coming back with that business. But I'm not going to focus on that business right now because I don't have the resources. That is not my plan right now. Because the same lady that is introducing me to the program, and I look, if you're going to introduce me to something, I must see it working for you. You're introducing me to come, and I'm not seeing from COVID, before COVID, you're still at the same place. You're still at the same job. I'm not seeing where the business, you're growing in the business. If you say, oh, look at her, she's improving. She was just working in the school office, but now she no longer work in the office. She have her own business. She's making progress. If you're introducing me to something, it must be, you have to first show how it is helping your life. You have to show me where you are going. You're still taking the bus. So if you are still taking the bus, and you don't make any way forward, you can't impress me. So I'm just gonna go out of respect, but I'm gonna tell her, I'm not interested in that type of business. Those type of business is not my type of business. I'm focusing on on my channel. I'm focusing on building, encouraging people. I'm focusing on spreading the word of God, and that is my focus right now. In this time, our life and what we do must also, as it benefit us, it must benefit others. So I'm just gonna go, but I'm just gonna tell her no. You give your money, you give that money, and you don't see, you spend a lot of money to sign up for this program, and you don't see where you lose all of the money. You don't see where you're making progress, because it's only the people at the top is making the money. The people at the bottom not making any money. No, I can't do that. You have to be wise. So you're making the people them at the top rich, and you're working for the people, and you're not seeing where you are progressing. You can't rate the level because the progress is at the top. So until she can show me improvement in what she's doing, in how it is improving her life, in how she can say, this is where I was, and this is how the business helped me. This is how the business helped me. This is how I progress. Then I can say, I can look at your example and say, I'm impressed, and so I'm gonna join. I want to be like you. But if I don't see you making any progress in the business, I'm not gonna do it. So, guys, I'm just having this little chit chat with you. Oops. I'm just having this little chit chat with you, guys, and let you know that we, if we don't, make clear goals for our life, nobody's gonna do it. If we don't get up on our feet and try, nobody is gonna do it. This is a selfish world, and everybody is out for what they want to achieve. Everybody is minding their own business. Everybody is going out for what they want. So if you don't try to help yourself in this life, nobody's gonna do it. You see where I am now? This is where people are jogging, people are doing a lot of stuff. People are playing tennis over there. So this is, see, people are jogging there, people are exercising. I don't know if you can see clearly. People are dancing, people are doing a lot of stuff over here, guys. Who can guess where I am? Who can guess where I am? I don't know. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna just take a little walk now. I'm gonna walk, go down to that place. I don't know. I'm not gonna let nobody force me to do it anything. Yeah. So where am I? A lot of people are exercising, doing their own thing around here. Exercising, doing their own stuff, keeping it. People are, I don't know if when I walk, their dance class. You don't know, people body exercise. Hey, they're exercising. Jamaican people not like when nobody. Let me keep the camera steady. So guys, I have a meeting that I need to attend at 7. So I'm gonna just walk go down by the meeting and see what they're talking about. I don't know if I can film anything in there, if I can do a live in there. So, as I said, guys, there are times in our life when we have to take the time out to reflect. If we are not happy in our relationship, if we are not happy in our jobs, if we think that we need to go back to school and get a higher education, if we think that we need to move out of the rent house and go and get our own home, if we think that we need to start a family, get married, if we think that we need to get our own transportation, there are times when you have to sit down and strategize how we're gonna do these things. You know, if we want to make progress in life, we have to reflect on our life. It's a new year and we're in March now, and the time is flying. By the time you look, 2026 might come to an end, and we're at the same place again. We make no improvement. Life is about growth and improving our own life, and we have to try. Sometimes people will make you feel like you can't make it. People will doubt you. People will say things to make you feel, to doubt yourself and make you give up. But those are bad mind people. Don't keep away from those type of people, and just be confident and do your thing. If you don't try to progress in life, people curse you. People say you're worthless. You're good for nothing, and they talk bad about you. And when you try to make it in life, you have people that condemn you, criticize you, say bad things about you. So you realize you cannot please people. You can't please people at all. You only have to please yourself and please God. That's one thing I learned in life. And not everybody can give you good advice. Not everybody. You go to some people, you have some advice, and you go to some people with the advice, and because they don't want to progress, because they have bad mind in them, then tell you the bad things and put all kind of fear in you, and you think, oh, this person is genuine, oh, this person mean me well. But sometimes they don't mean you well. So the best person is to consult God. Whenever I'm making any decision, I want to do anything, I don't consult people. I pray to my God and I seek. If I have to go and fast and I'm praying and say, Lord, you said no good thing with you withhold from me. And now I come. I put you in my plans and I put you in my decision. And I'm asking you to go to you, because you see the future and you know, is this the will that you have for my life? Is danger ahead? Whatever we do, and the Lord is so good. He's so good, because he said anything good that we ask of him, he will do. He just wants us to ask. He said if a bad man know how to give good things to his children, how much he, our loving Father, will do for us. So this is nightlife in Halfway Tree, going on Halfway Tree now. This is Halfway Tree Road, so this is nightlife. I did nightlife in New Kingston. Now this is nightlife on Halfway Tree Road here. So guys, let me tell you something. Not everybody, when you're doing anything in life, and everybody have to tell your business. Some people not happy for your progress. Some people don't want your progress because they don't have the ambition to move forward. They don't want you to move forward. You have some people have some bad mind spirit, some envious spirit. You see me here with this phone, going on Halfway Tree Road. I have to be careful because I don't know who will grab this phone from me. It's only the grace of God while I'm doing this video with you. I'm doing this live because it's only the grace of God, because you have some of them young, ruthless boys that will grab with the phone So whenever I do a live in the night, guys, I'm doing at my own risk. This is halfway tree road in the night. So guys, doing these videos for you not easy. It's how busy the road be. This is how busy the road be. I want to go cross the road. I want to go cross the road, guys. I don't want to walk near to that bridge because I hear some of those boys, some boys lay weight under the bridge and they come up and grab your phone and grab your bag and your handbag and everything. So, so this is our factory. How can I make it to the meeting? No, no, not going Spanish Town. Hey, it's busy now. This is all the nightlife here. I have to be watching. I'm gonna late. I think it's at 7 o'clock for the meeting. Guys, I realize when when the camera is steady, you see a better picture. But when I move fast, you can't see the picture properly. You see, I have to be watching, guys. I have to be looking behind me, in front of me, everywhere side, because somebody might just be trailing. It's not safe at these hours of the night. Doing content creation in Jamaica, it's not that easy thing, especially in the night, especially as a lady, as a female. It's not easy. And you know what I'm afraid of? The younger generation, the young boys. The young boys, I think are 19, 20s. Them age 19 and in their 20s. Oh my God. Whoa. This is nightlife in Halfway Tree. I did nightlife in New Kingston. No, this is nightlife. Oh my God. I have to follow the crowd. I don't want to be alone by myself right here. So I'm gonna speed up a little, guys. I must reach the meeting. You see right here, There's a bridge somewhere around here. There's a bridge somewhere around here, guys. Let me put my face. There's a bridge somewhere around here that those little, you know, guys, little thief, the thieves them always lay wait under the bridge because out here used to be so lonely, and they wait until they see you pass, and especially they target the ladies and grab the phone. See the bridge right here? Let me show you the bridge. Yeah, I can't even show you the bridge. See the bridge right there? So this bridge, then lay wait underneath the bridge there. Yes. And they grab your phone. So guys, this is nightlife. Nightlife in half a tree. I think she's calling me. Okay. Me to find out how far I am. So I'm nearby. Yeah, nearby.
New message is received. JN Bank.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna have to speed up. I don't know where that place is. 19. Night. Oh, the road is busy. Road is busy. I don't know why I force myself to come to these places, knowing that, I'm not gonna sign up. Oh my God. Yeah. Gonna need some directions where to find this place. Yeah. Only the grace of God can keep me. But I do this. It's live, guys. We're risking it all. Where's Parkington? Ah, la la. Hello, security. Hello, hello. Parking. Where's Parkington Plaza? That little road going down. Okay. It's a 19 parking. 9 parking time. Which number is this? Security. Where's 19 parking plaza? 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What them do there?
Eh?
What them do there?
Are they here?
What them do there? What business them do
No,
there?
it's a meeting we're gonna have. A
Church?
meeting are
What church?
going. No, 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 not church meeting. A business meeting.
Oh, that's a prayer. It's
Business
a meeting.
meeting.
Meeting. 19. Yeah. Business meeting. So formalize the meeting, but
This is Parkington Plaza.
yeah, from the place people have been and look at that.
Oh,
Some
okay.
of them company for them meeting. So public
Okay, I
meeting.
missed it.
Inside it.
Oh, okay. Where is 19 Parkington Plaza? Is 19? Is 19 right here? Okay. Let me see what this meeting is all about, guys, because totally I'm not too interested in this meeting here. Hello, good night, good night. Oh my God, what am I doing here, guys? Yes.
You're almost there. So get to sit down.
Oh my God. Eh?
Welcome.
Yeah,
This
thank
is your
you.
first time here?
First time, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome. I trust that you have a great evening.
Good day, good day, good day. All right. Come. Oh, Lord. Okay, okay.
You're on that call?
I just want to end this call.
Somebody call you?
Yeah, yeah.
It's connected to your Bluetooth or
No, no,
something?
no, no.
Okay. So you're not gonna be on that well.
No, 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 no.
Okay, alright.
So, I'm going to end this live right now. Because I can't video. I can't do any video. I can't do a live here. I can't do a video. So, I'm going to end this live, guys. All right. So, we'll talk to you and let you know all about it. All right.